Hello, this is J Millionaire. Welcome to my 7th YouTube video. So this one's basically a very different video, something very personal. It explains a better understanding of autism and other disabilities and all that. Probably autism. Like I would know because I actually have it. Most people that either know me or don't know me don't even know I have autism unless I tell them, because I act and think normally just like them. See, there's a lot of misinformation on the internet or through some healthcare, not all of it, some of them. There's other doctors and hospital staffs that have an understanding of autism, of course. Then there's some that really don't. See, they make it sound like, oh, all of them are marginalized, they don't have jobs, don't have relationships, are not independent. Not all of them live that way. It's because they're believing what they've been told on the internet. Yeah, in the old days, like, there was marginalization against disabled people, but this didn't happen everywhere, even in ancient history. Even in the biblical times, God preached to the people to care for the disabled, the poor, and the homeless, and all that. And not all of them were incapable of being independent. Like some of the people in world history, particularly the monarchs, the aristocrats, they probably could have been disabled, but you don't even know it. Or medical records could have confirmed they had some sort of a disability. Even in modern times, there's plenty of disabled people that have jobs, that drive cars, that have dating relationships, and even get married and have children and own their own homes. And then there's some of them that depend on their parents only if they're severely disabled, or if they're just suffering from depression because they might have had problems with how they were treated in the past. You know, or because they believe what they're being told on the internet that, oh, they can't have this or that because they're disabled. Then they believe that, and then they live life this way because they were misguided by the wrong information. So, as an encouragement to them, what you need to do is like go outside more, do social events. Like, just know that stepping out of your comfort zone, you're not going to feel like doing it at first. You're not going to feel like it. You just gotta do it. And don't just try it 1 or 2 times and then give up because you're not getting the results you want. You gotta do it every day. Then you're gonna build that self-confidence over time. You know, and keep in mind that even able-bodied people, non-disabled people, they face rejection too. You're not alone. Even able-bodied people, again, the non-disabled, they've faced rejection from job interviews before. They've faced rejection asking that woman or that man out. They've faced they've failed at certain things sometimes, such as driving tests, academic tests, all that. See, everybody faces rejection whether you're able or disabled. You know, there might be other reasons why you're behind in life, because everybody's situation is different. But here's the thing. Don't think you're being rejected just because of your disability. Because even non-disabled people face it too. See, 99% of people that are good looking or rich or have a decent amount of money didn't start off that way. Only the 1% did. But those are the people that had everything handed to them since they were babies. They don't know what the hard-working people go through, and yeah, they have everything they want without working for it. They're not gonna appreciate it. See, those who work for what they want tend to be more disciplined and appreciate what they have because they're working for it. You also gotta maintain it too. Like, even if you have everything you want, you still gotta maintain it. You gotta maintain all that wealth, all that success. Maintain your decent looks and your hygiene. Don't become over-obsessed with it to the point where it consumes or ruins your life. 'Cause I used to do that. Without realizing it, of course. I know better now. It's okay to take care of your hygiene and to support yourself. Just don't overdo it to the point where you're not thinking about other people. Everything has to be balanced out and taken into moderation. Let's see, what else can I say? Yeah, remember, balance. Balance everything out. Don't be overly obsessed, which is a lot of autistic people tend to do. No offense. But even they've been proven to control themselves. Let's see, what else can I say? Yeah, and not all autistic people, some of them don't mind being touched, others do. Every person with autism is different. I used to hate being touched when I was younger. I don't have that problem now, in most cases. And keep in mind that everybody who became wealthy or good looking, they didn't start off that way. Everybody has to start off doing the lowest skilled jobs so they can work their way up to the higher skilled jobs. You don't just become CEO or boss out of thin air or become king without it or queens without any direction. See, you gotta work your way up to it. Hang on, the cats are attacking each other. Come on, knock it off. Sorry about that. Yeah, see, and this is what everybody goes through too. You want to be a cashier, you gotta prove that you're responsible with money. Give people be responsible with the little things first, then they'll have a reason to trust you with the bigger things. If you want to take care of cats or babysit children, you gotta prove that you're responsible with your life and with other people first. You don't just demand that someone trusts you because you're entitled to it. It doesn't work that way. What else can I say? You know, you want good grades, you gotta work for it. You know, you want to be good looking, you gotta change your diet. Like, dessert is okay. Just don't eat crap on a daily basis. Sorry about the language. I do a Christian YouTube channel, and I slipped up. So sorry about that. Like, this is what I would do. Just eat some dessert or some snacks every other day. If you can go a whole week without added sugar, fatty carbs, do that maybe 5 or 6 days a week, and then take a break 1 day a week. Like 80% of your mental health is your habits. Get some sunshine at least 2 hours or 3 hours a day if you have the time. If you don't, then at least 1 hour a day is plenty. 2.5 hours will give you better results for your skin and your mood. You know, because nowadays everybody's isolating themselves and being addicted to technology, video games. I mean, that's just a recipe for deteriorating your mind, body, and soul. Like, nothing good comes out of that. To break that addiction, all you gotta do is identify the triggers that are causing that addiction and stop giving in to those triggers. Like, forgive those who really hurt you to the point where they made you feel addicted to those things. You know, like, what I mean by that is, you don't don't justify their actions, but I mean, allow them to learn from their mistakes and then influence them through behavior, like godly behavior. You know, like, show them mercy, like, do what you can to help them out. They might be shocked and even learn from their mistakes. Now, if you accuse people and get mad at their actions, which is tempting to do, what that does is, you're not going to win an argument by accusing people. And I know from experience, because they argue with you back, and then you're not getting anywhere because you're just getting mad at each other. Treat people the opposite the way they treated you. Like, you expect to be forgiven so you can learn from your mistakes when you're in the wrong, right? Well, that's how they feel. And then you always, hear about, stuff about people with autism or disabled people, you know, taking their anger out on their classmates, beating up their classmates, or even their teachers. Well, the problem, to be honest, is public schooling, parenting, the news medias. Don't, be better than that. It's not See, it's not an excuse for horrible behavior. It's not an excuse for a disabled person to commit horrible behavior. What you need to do is understand why they're doing the things they're doing. Hold them accountable for their actions, but figure out why they're acting out that way so that they don't do it to anyone else anymore. Because compassion has the power to literally save lives, literally. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't like someone getting away with taking their anger out on you just because they feel like it. You don't want that. Well, but also, allow them to learn from their mistakes by, help them figure out why they're doing what they're doing, and then, I mean, again, there's only certain things that parents or teachers can do. It's up to that disabled person, if they can think for themselves, that is. If they're severely disabled, that's different. But if they're mildly or moderately and they have control over themselves, it's also up to them to do the right thing. It's up to them to do the right thing, because accountability works both ways. The adults and the children are both equally at fault, but for their own actions. You gotta work together as a team so that nobody is suffering for the other person's actions. Now, if you're intentionally, leading them astray and setting them up to commit a crime by taking advantage of their anger issues or bullying them or pushing them around, well, then that's pretty much your fault, and God's gonna hold you accountable for that. But if they know better already, well, then they're accountable for how they react to how you're treating them. Yeah, first you should seek God. Second, find the right people that are going to influence you and guide you to the right path. And then third, read the Bible, pray to God, and all that. Like I said, you have control over your life than you realize. See, in the past, I used to think I'm entitled to this because I have autism. I'm not like that now. I used to be. That was before I became a born-again Christian and learned more about God. I used to be one of those autistic people that had anger issues. I'm not like that now. I used to be. So, that's basically everything I covered about disabled people. If you have any more questions, leave comments down below, like and subscribe, and then I'll see you on the next video and talk about other subjects as well.